What is going on, everybody? What up, Trader Gang? Back at it again with another Sunday night market breakdown. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope you guys had a great trading week last week. Man, it's crazy. We're coming to the end of July. The month is almost over, so going into the month of August. So, man, this month has gone by so fast. So crazy. So anyways, I appreciate you guys hopping on. Really appreciate you guys. I just want to go through with you guys a little bit of my top step challenge, the 50K challenge that I'm doing right now. Kind of just go through the last week and kind of share with you my trades, stuff like that. So again, if you guys follow me on IG, Nikki_Pips. You guys can again be along the journey with me and watch every trade that I do. I post it every day, every morning. So I show I show my profits, my losses, all that. So I try to be as transparent and true as possible because I honestly feel like there's no better way to be and no other way to be. So. So yeah, let me bring this up really quick. I definitely want to share with you guys kind of how my week is going. I'm actually in a trade right now on gold futures, so I'll kind of share that with you guys also. So and then we're gonna go through some news, check out what's going on for next week, and then we will get to the breakdown. Alright, here we go, guys. So, this is where we're at right now. So right now I am in profit, 150 bucks. So if you see here, I was in here earlier today, about like an hour and a half ago. So it literally hit past my major support here. So, which is crazy because this is support. This is supposed to be resistance on the higher time frame here, but it ended up tapping past this major support, and I would have been like $700 in profit. And I thought it was going to have a little bit of a pullback and then actually surpass it, but as you see, it obviously didn't do that. It actually had a huge pullback down. So with that being said, we basically broke structure. So right here, we broke this structure right here. So because we did that, more than likely, it's going to continue to push down, my belief. So that's why I took a sell position to continue to go down. So of course, this is on the 30-minute time frame, but if you look on a 4-hour, you can see here we've had this huge push up. So, but again, it pulled all the way back here and it literally rejected. It rejected this support, which of course is now resistance. So we just need to see if we're going to continue to pull down to here, if not down here to this area. So, but again, we did have this, in the grand scheme of things, if we look here, we had a huge push down, and we're probably finding a retracement back up to target these highs right here. So, and of course you see major resistance right here. So that's there definitely very well could be, but again, I'm gonna let it see where it goes. But for last week, I just want to share some trades with you. So of course, going back to here, of course, let's see, what was last week? So what was Monday? Monday was the 22nd. So literally coming over here, that was the 23rd, 22nd. So right here. So this was my first trade of the week. Of course, we were profitable. We took a nice trade here, so I had like almost a 1-to-3 here, so it was a beautiful trade. And then of course the next day I did a little bit of like a 1-to-1, almost 1-to-2. So for the most part, I want to say I had some pretty good trades. I think I took 2 losses last week. But if you see, my wins outweighed my losses. So of course here I kind of broke even. And then here, I was thinking it was going to continue up, which it did end up doing. But I just had bad timing. So of course I got in here, and of course it came all the way down here. So of course I didn't hold it because I didn't want to be in too much of a drawdown. So of course I closed it, but then it ended up going right back up. So same thing here. This was Wednesday. I took a trade here. I ended up getting stopped out. I lost $1,000. So that was that. And then of course, these 2 trades here. This was Wednesday as well. So this was, right at 8:30 in the morning. So of course, this was actually, this was actually the trade. It was like $3,000 in profit, or $3,800, something like that. So this literally took me to pass my goal, but of course, which wasn't good, because if you look at my dashboard for my Top Step, I have to now make an extra $4,000. So because with Top Step you can't be more than 50% in profit. So I'll share this with you guys so you guys can see that. So of course right here it says best day cannot be greater than 50% of your total profit. So to meet the target, I have to make an additional $4,021. Even though of course I reached and maintained my 3,000 plus profit. So of course now I can't be below 50,000. That's my lowest. So yeah, guys, that's the thing that sucks. But again, it's just trying to maintain consistency, trying to show your consistency. So that trade, I'm just gonna let it ride. So we'll get into it. So we'll go ahead and look at news. So let's check it out. See news for this week. All right, here we go. From the 28th to August 3rd. So also, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat. I'll definitely answer it for you while we're going through this. Appreciate you guys. All right, so let's take a look at Monday. Monday, we don't have anything for USD. Tuesday, we have some red folder day, but for CB consumer confidence, 10 a.m. So that's a little late, after market open. Let's see. Yeah, other than that, that's it for Tuesday. Wednesday, what do we got? We have ADP, we have NFP. So non-farm employment change. So this is going to move for sure. So we definitely got to watch out for that. That's pre-market. So of course, definitely watch out for that. Of course, this right here, we have employment cost index, pending home sales. And then we have a FOMC statement at 2 o'clock. So this is all Eastern time, so just so you guys know. So Wednesday, definitely need to watch out for. I don't know if it's because that's the last day of the month that we're going to have some movement, so definitely watch out for that. Thursday is going to be the 1st of August. So let's see what we have. We have unemployment claims, so pre-market. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Like I would usually catch this, and of course sometimes it does move real quick and then it stops. So so you don't have to worry too much about that. You can always wait till market open and just see where the market is moving, where the trend is, and follow that. And then Friday we have NFP again and unemployment rate. So pre-market. So definitely have a little bit of news this week. So definitely Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, for sure. So the last 3 days of the week, we definitely gotta watch out. All right. So let's get into it, guys. So of course we're $70 in profit right now. So I'm hoping it doesn't push back up. So because it looks like it's pushing back up. So I may have to watch this while we're going through the analysis and everything. So, but we're gonna start with gold. So we'll go here on the weekly. So I'll clear this out because we're going to do this all fresh. Alright. So this is where we're at. So this is on the weekly time frame. Okay. So see this huge candle right here? So we literally pushed all the way up to here and rejected it. So of course it didn't want to push past this. So there could be a good indication that we could try to bring back up to here and try to reach that. So, because that will be our all-time high. So, let me make sure you guys see the screen. And it'll take a minute. There we go. All right. So like I said, this huge wick right here. So of course it pushed all the way up here and then literally pulled all the way back and it actually closed down here. So this right here was last week. So of course we still had some push. So we had a push up, but it continued to reject it. So of course, and then it closed down here. So because I see that it keeps rejecting it, we could very well see a push back down because it's not respecting this resistance right here. So of course, but we're just looking for a trend. So of course, remember like I told you guys last week, anytime we see anything like this, just a bunch of up, down, that's just called consolidation. Excuse me. That's called consolidation. So, let me box this real quick. Yeah, so again, anytime you see this, of course, this is on a weekly time frame, but you know, you can still make moves in this because this is, of course, on a grand scale. But typically, this is consolidation. So anytime the market moves sideways, that's consolidation. It doesn't know what it wants to do. It's going up, down, sideways again, up, down, and it may go up again, it may go back down into here. Because this is a support level right now. So again, we're just looking for a trend. So of course we have to look at the grand scheme of things. So of course, even though we're in a little bit of consolidation right now, we've had a huge push up. So usually when we have a consolidation, sometimes we will see a redirection. So it may tend to pull. All right, let me grab my tool real quick. I'll use arrow. So typically it'll push down here. So, or even like right here, before it does go back up. So, but again, we're just looking for a trend. So of course we'll grab a trend line, grab it to here. So typically we're looking good here. So like literally we would have to break here. So this would be another break of structure if we broke here. So if we broke this range, then more than likely we're going to continue to see continued sells. And we could target these lows and then these lows and then so on and so forth until it decides to reverse back up. So, but right now we're still bullish. So again, I'm going to put this here. So, I mean for this, again, like I said, we're still bullish here because even though this pulled back a little bit, we haven't broken this support level. So this is what we call top-down analysis. Okay, we're starting on the higher time frame and working our way down. So weekly is bullish. So of course, for any of you guys new on here, if you guys don't know the difference between bullish and bearish, bullish is up. Of course, is when the market is going up. Bearish is when the market is going down. Okay, so bulls are up, bears are down. So just so you guys know. Okay, so weekly is bullish. All right, so now we're going to go down to the daily. All right, so looking at the daily time frame. So again, we want to look at most recent. So since this is a daily, you know, the 22nd was right here. So the last week started right here. So we had a huge push up, and then boom, a huge push down, and then a little bit back up again. So we got to see if it's going to continue to go up. Okay, so you see we're negative $100 right now. So, but I'm going to wait on the pullback, see if it goes back down. All right, so here, let me pull this over here. Okay, so again, even though, so as we look here, we're still bullish again. So, because even though this pulled down here, so actually, you know what? I take that back because it had tapped into this area before and we broke it. So I take that back. So our daily right now is going to be bearish. Okay, sorry. All right, so there we go. So I take that back. So again, if it breaks that previous support, so it came up and then boom, it broke it. So of course, if I put it like kind of a box right here, that would have been our support level up here. So up here, this is our resistance. So floor, ceiling. So resistance, support. Okay, it broke that support, came back up, tapped into it, so it could very well come back down. So definitely got to watch out for that. So that's what we're looking for. So not only that, you can also see how a market's going to move when you make lower lows and lower highs. So what I mean by lower lows and lower highs, I've said this before in many of my videos, but anytime you come up, come down, come up, come down, come up, and then come down below this one, this is going to be a bearish movement. So watch, I'll move this over. Sorry, let me move this over. So again, if this peak is lower than this peak, and this peak is lower than this peak, we could see a trend going. So we're moving down. So more than likely, what this could look like, again, let me realign this. So again, we could pull all the way down to here. So right here, because this could be another support area. So all right here, because it's tapped into this zone before. So it could very well pull into this area right here. So because if I pull this over, it's tapped into here before. So you see that? So not only that, I could probably put another box right here, because we've tapped into this area before as well. So here we go. So we're in this zone right here. So it could very well not respect this resistance area, and it's going to pull down. into this area here. And it could even possibly pull down into here. So this could be another area. So for you guys that are new watching this, like if you guys kind of see the pattern, you try to look for that support area, and then anything above that's tapped into it multiple times, that's going to be your resistance. So resistance, support. Again, boom, another one. This would be another support area. So that's what that would look like. So of course, as you see, some of what I'm saying is playing out, because look, I was negative 100, now I'm positive 120. So, yeah, so even on the daily here, this is how I was going to mark it up anyways. So, but not so much with these boxes. So let me get rid of these. So I can put lines first and then boxes. All right. So, I mean, we can keep this bottom one here, but I'm going to put a line, put a horizontal ray right here, and then of course right here. So wherever it's tapped in before. So I want to, like, I mean, the wicks are fine. But I want to like hit to where it's actually tapped in before the most. So see, I tapped here once, twice, 3, 4, multiple times here. So that's 1 right there. So then of course, let me move this real quick. So again, moving forward, we're going to create a zone. So, or I created a zone on its own. So let's go right here, because again, it's tapped in here multiple times. And then we have another area up here, obviously, that it tapped into. So let's go, yeah, right here. And then of course we have right here, obviously. That's where we're targeting for. So again, on here, so we have the daily is bearish right now. So we'll go here on the 4 hour, and then you'll see a little bit clearly of where everything is tapped into. So like, granted, I could even, again, see how it tapped into here. This could be another support area as well. So, but I want to go on the daily, because of course you see things from a bigger picture. So again, this will be major support, or sorry, major resistance, excuse me. Major resistance, and then of course, where is that? So we'll do, I'm gonna do 2,500, because that's where we're supposed to hit. So at 2,500. So 2,500 is actually up here. So actually I want to move this to where this is. So I'm going to round it then. $24.90. So $24.90, and then of course right here, this is going to be major support. Actually, I'm going to put major support right here, actually. So, because this is the lowest. Mini support at, I'll say 2,300. support at 2300. All right, cool. So there you go. Major support at 2300. Major resistance at 2490. All right, and then of course when we go on the 4 hour here, again we can see what is it. So as of right now, the daily is bearish. So I mean the 4 hour is bearish because even though we're pushing up, it has to pass this candle right here. So I'm calling the 4 hour bearish. Alright, so there you have it. So weekly is bullish, daily is bearish, 4 hours bearish. So of course we always want to look at the higher time frame, but if we have two that match, more than likely we're going to see more sells. So of course, as you see here, even on the 4 hour, we got all the way up to here, pulled back down, pulled back up a little bit, had a huge dump down into this area here, pulled back up a little bit, pulled back down into this area, which it's tapped into before. We had a little bit of a push up back into this area here, and then again, I think it's going to push back down. Because again, look on the 4 hour, what's happening? We're doing what? We came down, we came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down, we're up. So I have a feeling we're going to come down here into this area here. So of course, because where is this tapped into before? It's tapped into this area before. So again, I'll show you even with rectangle. So of course, again, we tapped into this area. So you can include the wicks on this. So it tapped into that same area. So same thing here. As we see here, it's tapped in here multiple times. So what could possibly happen? Well, we tap into this area as well. I'll bring this all the way over here. So we could very well tap into this area here. And if we don't, then more than likely we will tap back into here, and then it may go back up. So, but because we're making lower lows and lower highs, I have a firm belief that it's going to push down. So even we'll take a look on the 1 hour. So hopefully you guys are getting some of this. Hopefully it makes a little bit of sense. So if we're just focusing right now, this is the 1 hour time frame. So each candle is an hour. Okay. So of course, you know, we've made a push up. So we made some higher highs and higher lows. So on the lower time frame, but again, it may not respect this resistance area right here, and it may pull back down. So especially with a candle like this, even though we have a wick on both sides, it could very well come up a little bit and then pull back down. So that's kind of what I see for gold or gold futures. If you guys are doing futures, so of course I'm trading futures right now. So, but there's your top-down analysis. Weekly is bullish, daily is bearish, 4 hours bearish. So I'm focusing on these two right here. So one lower time frame, one higher time frame. So because the weekly is bullish, that's fine. But again, we may see some sells. So we just have to keep our eye open for that. So, and who knows, it could very well continue to push up. But we'll see what the market does. All right. So let's go to US30. So US30 for me is YM1. So on the futures. So of course, if we see here, we can actually go to the weekly. Let's kind of see if our analysis was right? So what did we say? So last week, weekly was bullish, daily was bullish, 4 hour was bearish. All right, so if we see like what happened, so of course the 22nd was, there's this, yeah, right here, this is the 24th, Monday. So of course what happened? We pushed up, we had a little bit of push down, and then we had a huge push up. We tapped into our major resistance right here, and then we had a huge pull back down and a pull back up. So on the grand scheme of things, we our analysis was right. We followed the higher time frame. So again, let's look on the daily. So the daily, look how the daily moved. So the daily was bullish. So of course we came up, we had to push back down, came back up, pushed back down into the same zone or same area, consolidated a little bit, pushed back up into this area, consolidated a little bit, and then pushed back up, and then we had to push back down. And then of course, now we're seeing even Friday, we pushed all the way back up to here, and it looks like we're continuing to push up. So our analysis was right for US30. So happy about that. So yeah, let's remove the drawings here. So of course, what are we doing on the weekly? We're looking for trend. So same thing, and I've said this before also, gold moves very much like gold. So let me see, I want to see, if it's possible for me to do this. Bear with me a second, guys. I'm trying to see if I can put two of these pages up at the same time. You guys can see. Go futures. And let me see if I can share both. One second. There we go. Entire screen. Boom. There you guys go. Okay, cool. So just like I said, so this is gold. So of course I'll go on the daily. So of course you can see here, we'll go on the weekly. Cool, so not exactly the same, but it's still pushing up the same. So of course, look, we had some consolidation right here. So kind of the same thing. So consolidation. So, but it's moving up now. So on here, we already know the trend. So from here to here. So remember I said if it breaks here and it breaks this area right here. So right here. So right there. So if it breaks that, then of course we could have a breakup structure, we call it, and we could have a change of direction. So it could pull back again into this area here, or even into this low right here. So, but again, right now it's not. So again, top-down analysis, weekly is bullish. So remember, it's still bullish. It's going up. All right. So let's go down to the daily. So let me get rid of this. All right. So let me I'll full screen this. There you go. So you guys see that now. So here it's still going up. So of course, as we see here, so because this was the 22nd, it's right here. So this was Monday, this candle, or sorry, this candle. So we had a little bit of green, so it pushed up a little bit, and then we actually pushed down into this area. So you guys see where this taps into? So it tapped into the previous support area, and now it became resistance. So because of course the market moved above this area. So now this is support, which used to be resistance. Now it's up here. So now it's support. So again, here. So now the daily. Daily is going to be bullish also. So, and then again here, we're going to do our key levels, we call it. So just like I showed you guys with gold, we're going to grab a horizontal ray. So of course we're going to tap in here. We're going to tap in here, obviously. So of course we've seen it tap into here before. So, and then where else? This is going to be our current support area. So now we have another area that it tapped into. So right here. And then again right here. So it tapped all the way down here. So again, right here, this is going to be major resistance. Major resistance at 41.67, 41.675. So let me see, because I want to use round numbers for this. So let's do 60. Where'd it go? We'll do 700 actually. Okay, so right there. So 41,700. And then of course this right here, this will be our major support. So just to make this easier, you know what? I'll do major support daily at 37,500. Okay, so major support daily at that. And then major resistance daily at 41,700. Cool. All right, there we go. So these are our key levels right here. So again, when we go on the 4 hour, you'll kind of get an idea. So like this could actually be our minor support. 4 hour at 40,100. Cool. And then we'll have another minor support. For a 4 hour. At 38,650. Alright, so this is kind of our key levels. So of course you want to mark these areas up, obviously, because that's where this is probably going to tap into again. So there we go. Alright, so same thing there. Of course, we made all-time highs. So of course, we could continue to push past this. So of course, the 4 hour here is bullish also. So that's going to complete our top-down analysis. So a little bit different than gold, obviously. So because of course, what did we see on the weekly? It was bearish. So, but the daily was bullish. 4 hours bullish. So we can actually go back to gold. So you can see weekly was bullish, daily was bearish, 4 hours bearish. All right. So I'll go back to US30. So again, it's in this zone. So of course, this is on the 4 hours. So we could push past this zone and tap into this major resistance right here. So, or on the daily, right here. So we just have to see what the market's going to do, because we could come back right here and we could push back down into this area. So again, gold and US30 move very similar to one another. So this could very well happen as well. All right. So, but other than that, that's all I got for tonight, guys. That's what we're looking at. Give me 1 second. All right. So hopefully you guys got some value out of that. I appreciate you guys popping on every Sunday. I definitely got to get some new videos up as well from, of course, my Top Step 50K challenge. My goal this week, guys, is to pass this 50K challenge. So, of course, I'm going to take it slow, take calculated trades, obviously. But my goal, again, is to pass, like to make $4,000 in profit so that I can pass this challenge and get funded. My goal is to do that by Friday. All right, so you guys can share that journey with me and watch every trade that I do, again, on my IG, Nikki_Pips. And that is it, guys. So appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great trading week, and we'll see you again next Sunday for a Sunday night market breakdown. All right, peace.